Hey there! Welcome back to Duolingo English Test practice. Today I'm going to give you a comprehensive breakdown of the interactive listening task on the Duolingo English Test. This is one of the more challenging sections that appears twice during your test session, and understanding its structure and requirements is essential for success. The interactive listening task is designed to assess your ability to comprehend spoken English in a conversational context. It consists of two distinct parts that work together. In Part 1, you'll have 4 minutes to listen and respond to 5 to 6 multiple-choice questions. This might seem like plenty of time, but you'll need to think carefully about each response. Then in Part 2, you'll have just 75 seconds to write a summary of the entire conversation you participated in. This tight time frame means you need to be prepared and efficient. What makes this section particularly unique is that you're participating as one of the speakers in the conversation, but don't worry, you don't actually have to speak. Instead, you'll select the most appropriate responses from multiple choices provided. Think of it as choosing what you would say if you were in that conversation. The audio plays only once, so you need to listen carefully and focus on understanding the context and content. The scoring criteria for this section are multifaceted. Examiners evaluate your comprehension of spoken English, how appropriately you respond to the conversation prompts, the accuracy of your summary, and your overall writing quality. This means you're being assessed on both receptive and productive language skills simultaneously. Now, let's explore some effective strategies for approaching this task. Before the listening begins, take full advantage of the preparation time. Carefully read the scenario introduction to understand the setting and context. Note your specific role in the conversation. Are you a student discussing with classmates or seeking guidance from a teacher? Identify who the other speakers are and their relationship to you. Pay special attention to the main topic or problem that will likely be discussed. This preliminary analysis will set you up for success. During the listen and respond section, focus intensely on capturing key details in the audio. Compare the available answer choices with the scenario context you identified earlier. Work to eliminate obviously incorrect options first. This narrows down your choices. Consider what would sound natural and appropriate in the flow of a real conversation. Remember, you're selecting responses that a fluent English speaker would likely choose in that situation. Use any remaining time to mentally note important points for your summary, as you'll need to recall these details shortly. When it comes to the summary writing portion, you have limited time, so organization is crucial. Begin by stating the main topic or purpose of the conversation. This sets the framework. Include information about your role and the other speaker to establish the context. Be sure to mention the key problem or question that was discussed, as this is typically central to the conversation. Include any important suggestions or solutions that were proposed during the exchange. End with the outcome or resolution of the conversation. Throughout your summary, use proper grammar and varied vocabulary to demonstrate your English proficiency. Remember, this summary needs to capture the essence of the entire conversation in just a few sentences. For those looking to master this section, let me share some advanced techniques. First, scenario analysis is powerful. Use the scenario details to predict potential conversation content before it even begins. Keep the scenario information visible during Part 1 if possible, referring back to it when selecting answers. When evaluating response options, be strategic. Eliminate choices that mention topics not brought up in the conversation, avoid answers with ambiguous or unclear references, and select responses that maintain the natural flow of conversation. Always choose answers that align with the role you've been assigned in the scenario. The organization of your summary is equally important. Structure it logically, moving from introduction to conclusion. Include the conversation context to ground your summary. Highlight the key points discussed, making sure to capture the essential information without unnecessary details. Mention the final resolution or decision reached. Use appropriate linking words and transitions to connect your ideas smoothly. The interactive listening task may seem daunting at first, but with practice and these strategies, you'll develop the skills needed to excel. Remember that this section is testing both your listening comprehension and your ability to participate appropriately in English conversations, as well as your capacity to synthesize and summarize information efficiently. With regular practice implementing these techniques, you'll be well prepared to tackle the interactive listening section of the Duolingo English test with confidence. If you found this explanation helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more Duolingo English test tips and practice materials. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest uploads. And drop a comment below if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.